welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how we make granola. I love granola. Actually, I love cereal of all kinds. I grew up eating cereal all the time until about probably 6 years ago. I switched over to only granola because it's way healthier for you and I know exactly what's inside of what I make. So I'm going to teach you how to make homemade granola. Super easy. You'll never ever buy store-bought granola again. So let's get started with our liquids. So I just use a 2-cup measuring cup here to mix everything together. So we're gonna start with, let me open up this olive oil. We're gonna start with extra virgin olive oil, about a 1/4 cup of that, just like that. And I like the flavor of both olive oil and coconut oil. So I'm gonna do about a 1/4 cup of coconut oil as well. Just like that. A little bit more, perfect. Now we're gonna use honey, and I use a 1/2 cup of honey. Perfect. Just like that. So this is the sweeteners and the oils, but they're the good kind of fat, so it's not bad for you. Now we're gonna get cinnamon and vanilla. Teaspoon of cinnamon. Pour it right into your mixture here. Just to the side. And a teaspoon of vanilla. Actually just measure it on the cap. It's faster. Perfect. And you always need a pinch of salt. Salt definitely makes everything taste better. So just a little touch of salt. Perfect. Put the extra here. Okay. So get a big bowl out. In my bowl I have 4 cups of rolled oats. And we're gonna add nuts and raisins to it. This is really just a personal preference. I love raw whole almonds, just like that. I love those. I'm gonna use about, and you can eyeball it, I'm gonna use my hand. I use about 1/2 cup to 3/4 cup. 2 big handfuls of that. I'm gonna use pecan pieces. I love all the different flavors of all the different nuts. So a little bit less, about 1/2 cup of that. Perfect. Really, however much you like. Sunflower seeds. Probably only put a 1/4 cup of sunflower seeds in. These are actually salted. They're really yummy. 1/4 cup of that. And then for the nuts, last but not least, we're going to use walnuts. Sometimes I like to add pumpkin seeds. You can add whatever you like. It's about 1/2 cup of that as well. And then for some sweetness, I like to add about a 1/2 cup of organic raisins. Now a lot of people don't like to bake the raisins because they plump up and get cooked a little bit, but I actually don't mind it. I think the flavor is really good when it's cooked. So I add about a 1/2 cup of raisins. And then just for fun, I like to add tart cherries. They have a little bit of sugar added to them, so this is my guilty pleasure to the granola. I don't add very many, probably just a small handful. And that is it. So let's stir our liquid together. Perfect. Okay. Now we're going to stir it all together. Make sure all the oats and the nuts get that delicious oil and honey and cinnamon. It already smells good. Okay, everything's mixed together. How good does that look? All right, let's go over here to our large baking sheet, and I already lined it with parchment paper. Just makes cleanup so much easier. So one of my goals of this channel is to teach people that making food from scratch at home doesn't have to be hard and it doesn't have to be complicated. Really and truly, if you can manage your time just a little bit throughout the week, you can make delicious home-cooked meals for your family that you know exactly what's in it and you don't have to worry about it. I have 3 boys. I have David, who's 15, Luke, who's 13, and Mark, who's 10. And they're all 3 in a hybrid homeschool. And I just love it. It's been so much fun to have them home with us and be able to spend time with them. All right, so you just spread this granola just like this. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna put this in our preheated oven at 350 degrees and we're gonna bake it for about 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, it's been about 15 minutes and this house smells amazing. It smells like an oatmeal raisin cookie. Let's check this out. Yep, it is done. It's nice and golden brown. And now I like it to be crispy, chunky, and in clumps. So you're gonna let it sit and rest just like this on the cookie sheet for about 10 minutes until it cools. Okay, we've waited about 10 minutes. The granola's nice and cooled. And we're going to now break it up into pieces. And this is why I like parchment paper so nicely because it pretty much keeps the whole pan clean. And what's nice about this is you can eat it for breakfast, you can eat it for a nice afternoon snack, and then I like to break it up in little chunks that I store in this glass container. I'm actually going to visit my aunt tomorrow, and so this makes a nice housewarming gift too, hostess gift. So I'm gonna bring some of this to her as well. I hope you guys try this recipe. It's so easy and so delicious. Have a great day. Thanks so much.